burning question here for a lot of people that are watching this. And this is, they're like, what are employers doing incorrectly with their interviewing, and what can they do to correct?
That's interesting. The good news is that I think a lot of people understand or get that competency-based interviewing is the better way to interview to make better hires. And it's the questions like, tell me about a time when you were part of a team and people didn't get along. It's those kinds of questions. If you Google competency-based interviews, you're going to see 1,000 of these things. So the problem that we tend to see is that you don't get the most important parts of behavioral-based interviewing just with the question itself. So you're left hanging as a company or as a hiring manager or interviewer because you just have the question. And those questions are very generic. So there are a couple of things that I would encourage you to do as you're looking at these and choosing questions. The first one is the value of the conversation comes after the candidate has asked or answered the question about being on a team, people didn't get along. The value comes after that. And that means in the follow-up questions that you ask. And you don't have to have 17 follow-up questions. Some people call them probes. You really only need 3 follow-up questions, and that is it. What was the situation? What did you do? And what happened? And out of those 3, you need to focus on what did you do? So these generic questions are great, but it really is that follow-up conversation. Don't overcomplicate it, especially if you got into 2-day training on how to do this competency-based interviewing. Just use 3 questions. What was the situation? What did you do? And what happened?